Hey everyone, it's Kelsey here, and today I want to share with you my project life for week 23. So this week, again, I'm using the back side of a Design F page protector, which I've really liked a lot lately. I seem to have tons of 3x4 photos, and this style of layout is just really working for me. And I will continue to use it frequently. In fact, I almost panicked the other day when I realized I had 2 left, so I made sure to pick up another pack at Michael's the next time that I went because I was literally like panicking. So, I've basically decided on my layout. I'm going to switch things up here and there a little bit, but I've got a good idea of where I want to start. So I'm mostly going to be using the June kit. I will be pulling from whatever else is on my desk like usual and going through some of the cards from the May and April kits, but for the most part it's the June kit. So I use that little flare badge there and just put it on a picture of my dog there at the bottom in the left hand corner, and that's pretty much all that's going to happen to that photo. And then I've also pulled out a lot of these 1x6 stamps from Studio Calico. They all came in various Project Life kits over the past year and a half, basically. So I try to keep those on my desk just so they're easily accessible. I just keep them where I keep like my popsicle sticks for rub-ons and my paper piercer, just to keep them out and accessible. So I found a stamp, and I'm trying to use up these Studio Calico Color Theory inks. I'm trying to bring more color to my layouts, and I'm gonna probably get some more of those ink pads. I think they stamp great on photos, and I just really love those ink pads, so I've been using them a lot lately, and I've just kept them out of my desk, so they're kind of my go-to inks right now. And then I'm just going to put some things in the pockets just to kind of start getting things organized and out of my way. So I thought I was going to use this string that came in the kit. It was kind of blue, and it went with that Winter People book that I had read, but it just didn't quite work out, so I think I'm just going to leave it there for now. And instead I go to work with this gold doily, and I really liked that pop of gold on that purple diagonal stripe card from Stampin' Up, and it was just the back of a card from last week, but I thought it worked really well, so I'm just going to go ahead and use it. And I put it on with glossy accents, and I'm not sure why, because I think I would have had better luck with a glue dot runner. I would have gotten more coverage, and it would have dried a little quicker, but for whatever reason I used glossy accents because it was there, and I think it probably was better for the wood veneer because the wood veneer is a little bit heavier, so it'll stick on there. I didn't worry about putting the week number or the dates or anything. I figured it was kind of self-explanatory between, the week before I had the dates and the week after I'll put the dates, so I'm just gonna pretty much leave it like it is, and I really like the way it turned out. And then I'm just going to embellish that picture down there with a couple of stickers and call it good. And let's see, just doing a little bit of stamping. I still really like those LA Studio Foodie stamps. I would like to find a kit or a stamp set that is food related but is just a little cuter, has a few more sayings, a little bit more modern. I feel like that's a very basic set. I know I've kind of complained about that before, but just kind of reiterating that for anybody that's new to watching the videos. And I'm going to, let's see, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm going through the cards. And one thing I have to say is I loved the June 3x4 cards. I've used almost all of them, and the ones that I do have are a split between ones I have some that I still want to use. I have a couple that I don't really like, and then I have some that I'm hoarding. I'll be honest, I just can't give them up. I really want to save them because they're so pretty, but I will probably end up using them eventually. So here I'm going to do a little bit of journaling about a movie that I went to see. I've got the ticket there in my hand, and then I've got the picture of the theater over there on the picture right next to it. And one thing I have to say is my movie theater, it's a local small movie theater, and I love it, and the prices are great and everything, but the tickets that they print out are just on receipt paper. They're not on like a cardstock style ticket. So I was really bummed about that. Obviously that's only something that a Project Lifer would probably notice, but the receipt paper does wear off over time, so I'm not sure how it's going to hold up in a photo pocket, but maybe it'll stay a little better, because I have had them fade and all the ink just fade away in my purse before, so we'll see how it goes. So on this page I am going to use just a regular Design A layout, and then I remember I wanted to use a piece of washi tape from that kit. I think it was the May kit. It's those little tickets. And so first off, I'm going to take it and just have the washi. And it basically blends right into the photo and into the card. So I don't really like that, but luckily it peeled off really easily. And it damaged the photo a little. So I definitely had to go back and replace it for sure, even though I didn't totally love the ticket on there. I have to admit, I didn't really like it after I put it on there. It just seemed a little bit big. But I like it better with the backing than not. And one thing I will say is my dot runner did not work on the back of that washi tape. Luckily I had that glossy accents out and it was all ready and it stuck really good with that. But I don't really know why the glue runner, it wouldn't stick to that washi tape backing. I guess it was too slick. So here I'm going to pull out some enamel dots from my stash, and this journaling card is kind of plain and I felt like it needed some color, and then the two photos below it kind of go with the journaling card. They go along with the story on that journaling card, so I decided to put the enamel dots on there to kind of tie it all together, to kind of say like, oh, these three pictures with the enamel dots go with this journaling card. So that was kind of my theory with those. And I'm going to look for a card to mat that Instagram size photo on there. And even though I don't like doilies, but I've been using them a lot lately, and I thought that was a perfect layout. Me and my friend had made some little paper bags. They're made out of paper and ribbon, and they came out really, really cute. So I thought that doily was kind of like a lacy, girly type of background that worked perfect for kind of scrapbooking with a friend. And let's see. Then I've got these photos of donuts, because maybe you didn't know, maybe you didn't see, maybe you were asleep under a rock, but apparently June 6th was National Donut Day. It was all over Facebook, Instagram, Yahoo News. I could not get away from National Donut Day, so my husband and I actually went down to the town close to us that had a Dunkin' Donuts, which is about 40 minutes away, on Friday night to get donuts, and then they ended up not even having the kind of donuts that I liked. And it was just such a random, spontaneous story that I wanted to make sure I got it down, and it was just kind of weird. And usually we're not really spontaneous people, but once in a while I will just be really spontaneous and I will talk my husband into doing something weird like that. And so I think it'll be funny to see, 10 years from now, a kid looking at this and being like, Mom, you were so weird, or Mom, why don't we ever be spontaneous like this? So it's just one of those weird stories that I love that I have Project Life to document it. Here's a random collection of cards that I have. Some are from cut-apart sheets, some are from kits or packs. Just kind of a random assortment that it's kind of my Project Life overflow. Which somehow my overflow keeps getting bigger and bigger since I have more and more card sets. I don't know how that happens, guys. My husband would probably tell you that I'm shopping at Michael's too much, but I think he might be crazy. So there you go. But anyway, I just rounded off the corners of that card and just slipped it in there. It didn't have any good meaning, but I just decided to put it on there. And then that gold and black card went with that gold and black thank you note that I received with a stamp kit, so I thought that was perfect, and I'm just going to do a little journaling, and that's basically going to wrap up my project life for week 23. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like the video. I'll have more content soon, and if you want to see photos, go ahead and head over to my blog and you'll see some photos there. Thanks so much for watching, guys.